Imagine it's 2 a.m. You're driving home through New Manila, Quezon City. The bustling sounds of the metro have completely faded away as you turn onto a notoriously dark two-lane road, Balete Drive. The streetlights here are sparse, swallowed up by the massive, twisted branches of ancient balete trees that arch over the asphalt like giant reaching hands. You glance at your dashboard, just trying to get through the stretch of road quickly. But as your headlights cut through the shadows ahead, you tap the brakes. Standing right in the middle of the asphalt is a figure, a woman. She's wearing a long, flowing white dress, her face completely obscured by long, dark hair. You blink, shaking your head, thinking your mind is just playing tricks on you from exhaustion. But when you look back, the road is completely empty. You sigh in relief and accelerate, but something feels off. The temperature inside your car suddenly plummets. You can see your own breath. Slowly, hesitantly, your eyes drift up to the rearview mirror. This is the legendary White Lady of Balete Drive, arguably the most famous urban legend in the Philippines. But how did this haunting tale actually begin? The story dates back to the 1950s and 60s, a time when Quezon City was still developing, and Balete Drive was much more isolated, dark, and flanked by grand, eerie estates. The most common origin story tells the tragedy of a young woman who was killed in a hit-and-run accident along this very stretch of road. Left by the driver to die in the dark, her spirit supposedly bound itself to the asphalt, forever searching for justice. Another popular variation claims she was the daughter of a wealthy family living in one of the Spanish-style mansions nearby, met with a tragic end, while taxi drivers from the era swore she was a ghostly hitchhiker who would flag them down, only to vanish from the back seat mid-ride. Decades have passed. Today, Balete Drive is surrounded by bustling commercial areas, modern residential houses, and heavy daytime traffic. The massive balete trees that once fully covered the street have mostly been cut down or trimmed back to make room for progress. Yet, the legend refuses to die. Even in the era of smartphones, dashcams, and GPS navigation, drivers still report unusual anomalies here. Ride-sharing drivers whisper about passengers pinpointing drop-offs on Balete Drive, only for the app to glitch or the backseat be empty upon arrival. To this day, many nighttime motorists avoid the left lane, traditionally thought to be her walking path, or actively avoid the street entirely after midnight. It shows how deeply rooted folklore remains in our modern psyche. No matter how bright our streetlights get, the shadows of the past still hold power. So if you're ever driving on Balete Drive and you see a white woman, you better stop, unless you want to see an unwanted passenger in your rear view mirror.